What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? I'm going to show you guys my new fuel line. The reason I have to change it, well, I have to reroute it because of my F20B. The way the fuel rail on the F20B is, compared to where the fuel filter and the fuel line is on the EK, it's on the opposite side of the fuel rail. So plus I have to remove my fuel filter because of the way the intake manifold sits. The throttle body, the filter would get in the way of the intake coming into the throttle body. So for me it's a win-win, I guess. I get to delete the big fuel filter and clears up some space. But I had to buy a whole new fuel line. But I think it's a lot better because I get to buy, put AN fittings now. The way this setup is, it's gonna be a lot shorter. I'm not gonna use the entire hose. I'm probably gonna be using about a foot, maybe. But I already cut the fuel line. This is what I'm gonna be doing. This is the setup. I got a compression fitting, 6 AN fitting, and 2 ends, 2 female ends, 6 AN. The Russell fuel filter and a banjo, 6 AN. This is a 12 millimeter for Hondas. At least I hope it is. This is the Russell fuel filter. It's a 40 micron fuel filter. They say it's good for, I guess, E85 if you want to go E85 and regular pump fuel. But they say that it's good. You can use from 30 micron to 40 micron, should be just fine. It's supposed to filter out particles that you won't be able to see, which is fine. Plus, eventually I'm going to be running E85. Anything higher than that, between 50 or 60 micron or something like that, they say it only filters out hairs, like whatever tenths of an inch or whatever. Basically it'll filter out butt hairs, but I'm not trying to get butt hairs going through my filter. So I want I want it to filter out more smaller particles. So I got the 40 micron. Like again, they said that it can filter out particles that you won't be able to see, which is fine with me, and plus it's good for E85. The way I'm going to be setting it up, the compression fitting, because I don't have a flare tool for this, so I bought this. I mean, it doesn't match the colors. I couldn't find a decent price because, again, I've said it on my other videos, I'm kind of budget building here, sort of. But for the fittings, I got, these are this was $5. These 2 ends were $8 for both. This filter for the 40 micron was $25, which I thought was really good. And most of them are $35 to $40. The banjo was $15. The hose was about $6 for 2 feet. Roughly about $55 to $60 for all of this. I mean, you can buy kits for it. They run about $120 to $150 for the whole kit. But if you piece it together, you can get it a lot cheaper. I did. All right. Let's see what I was going to show you here. I lost a piece. Oh. I lost this brass piece. Very important part of the compression. I cut out a piece of the hose. Well, the hose at least to the filter itself, since I cut it down by the firewall. I believe this goes in first. Then you put the brass coupler or whatever they call it. And then this goes all the way down to it tops out. Then you screw it on. So it's nice and tight. So you keep, supposed to screw it on to it's nice and tight, or it's supposed to fit tight. I can't do it by hand, but it's kind of grabbing already. So that's pretty good. That's a good sign. So you just got to keep tightening it and tightening until it's nice and tight. From there, I was going to put the Russell fuel filter in the bottom. Then you got this, then the female. And what I was going to do here is attach. These are pretty hard to install. At the other end, then the other end to the banjo. And that should be the whole setup. It's pretty easy, shorter run. It should provide more fuel. I'm pretty sure the hole is a lot bigger for more fuel flow. You might have to drill out the 12 millimeter nipple on the rail to be able to support the size of this. Well, to, you know, be able to let more fuel in. So I'm gonna show you the video. I won't be able to show you the video me installing it, but I'll show you how it looks after it's been installed.